Hi,
Hi.
friends. Back with another episode of Two Little Black Girls
Podcast.
Yeah, and it's episode 37. What a
Yay.
milestone.
Is
Almost to 40.
Almost to 40. And if you haven't seen already, we started our blog this week.
Yeah. So we're going to put the link in the description below, but it's a cool little WordPress blog where you can follow us, see what activities we're up to, see more pictures and things as opposed to our Instagram and Twitter, because we do also update those, which are in the description bar below as well. But the blog is just more formal, so you can read everything and get more of like in-depth overview.
Yeah, and we're gonna, like Alicia said, it's gonna be more in depth. We're gonna talk about I guess more things that are personal to us, or instead of giving like a brief description of the things that we're doing and buying and experiencing, we're gonna give way more description and have a multitude of visuals.
Yeah, lots of
just,
fun eye candy.
Yeah.
As opposed to Instagram eye candy.
Yeah, because Instagram is just like one photo here, one photo there, but on the blog we could really like go into
out.
things a little bit more.
So, for example, Chris and I both posted stuff that are up right now. One post is about a volunteering thing, which I'll get into a little bit later in the podcast. And Kristen also posted a cool post about her experience with ClassPass. So just, go there, check those out whenever you get a chance.
Yes, please do. And please comment and share and follow us on YouTube and listen to our podcast.
And download it too.
And download it.
Because we make it so easy. It's in the description too. Everything you need right there.
Everything's right there.
So now that sales pitch is over, on to the podcast.
So, we didn't really buy anything this week because we're planning on buying a multitude of food in NOLA.
Yeah. Mainly food.
Mainly food. It's gonna be a lot of food pics will be on our blog, so please stay tuned for that. So yeah, in 1 week's time, we will not be in New York. We will be in New Orleans. Yeah.
And it'll also be Mardi Gras, which will be very fun, but overwhelming.
It will be overwhelming. But but it'll be interesting.
Yeah, it'll be fun, and we'll have our friend
Joey. He will be making an appearance.
Yeah.
He's fun, so
you guys will enjoy that.
Yeah.
So yeah, like Kirsten said, we didn't really buy anything because we're trying to save up all of the money that we need for New Orleans, and we'll definitely buy plenty of food and things there. So we'll keep you posted.
Yes. So we did, however, go to a variety of places this past week.
Yeah.
I continued on with ClassPass. This is actually my last week of this month's cycle. And yeah, the blog post that I just posted goes through like all the different gyms I went to. But this week I went to 2 different types of yoga classes. The first one I went to was a quote unquote basic yoga class, or an intro yoga class at this studio called East Yoga. That's located in the East Village. It's right near Tompkins Park, for those of you who live in the city. It's a really small yoga studio with only like 1 room on like the 2nd floor of this like old school East Village building. They have mats for rent, although I think I used the mat without paying the rental fee by accident.
Just like grabbed one?
Yeah, no one was really like checking for you, hounding you for the $2. But from what I witnessed, there's a lot of regulars that go there that like know what's up, so I didn't realize till after class, so oops, I'm so sorry. But anywho, so since it was a basic yoga class, we just went through some of them, the more basic yoga moves, and we did them all in succession over and over again and in different combinations. And that was really good for me because I've done yoga in the past, but because I'm not a very coordinated individual, it's like a little difficult for me to like get into certain moves. But I felt like this class, really helped me like find my posture, my positioning.
That's
And
good.
it just like really felt like really comfortable but still challenging. And also, like I mentioned in the blog that like this like months long gym experience has really like built up my overall stamina for working out. So I think like compared to like past yoga experiences, I was like much better able to hold the positions and hold them for longer than I was in the past. Like I was actually like planking for like more than 2 seconds.
Oh,
It was
wow.
like mind-boggling. And then planking into downward dogging into like warrior and all those different poses. So it was like really nice. And then at the end we did the Savanasa or Savasafa. I can't never say it. I think it's Savanasa, which is like the resting pose where you lie on your back for several minutes in the dark and you just kind of like chill and let all the tension in your muscles let themselves out as you're like sitting in the dark. And at one point the instructor was like, don't be afraid to put the blanket over you, because we were using a blanket for like when we did the some of the poses, like if your knees or your elbows are sensitive to being on the ground, use the blanket.
I would definitely need the blanket.
So she was like, don't be afraid to put the blanket over you at this point. So we like laid down in the dark for like a good 5 to like 10 minutes straight. And then when we were doing like the final like namaste, instead of doing like the we sang this moon song because it was a full moon outside. And we like
was this Thursday?
No, this was Tuesday.
Oh, okay.
So like the instructor like sang it and then we all sang it back to her in unison. It was actually really cool.
Wow.
So that was really cool. So if you're looking for like a nice chill, yoga experience, if you're a newbie yogi like me, you just want to like, you want to be in a space where you can go over the moves step by step and like work on your posture, like that's definitely a good class to go to. So on Thursday, I went to a class called Yoga Charged, which was at this studio in Chelsea called The Movement. So The Movement is more like your classic boutique gym. They offer a variety of different yoga and strength training classes. But the Yoga Charge class, like for the first half of the class, you're doing like basic yoga movements. And then for the second half of the class, you're doing yoga movements coupled with strength training. So there's like movements that you do with this like gummy resistance band. Mm-hmm. So you'll do, I don't know the name of the pose. Ugh, I'm terrible. But you do like, I think it's a warrior pose. You do like a warrior pose, but then you put half of the resistance band under your foot, and then you pull up the band with your arms, so you're like lifting weights kind of while you're holding that yoga pose. Okay. And you do it with all the different poses, and standing up, sitting down, the whole bit. And then there's another part of the class where you use this I'm going to call it the resistance stick. So it's a little bit of a heavy stick that has these like rattlies inside, kind of like a rain stick, but it's a little bit heavy. Okay. And you do these movements where you're like in a pose, but then you're like shaking it to the side really hard, and you have to shake it pretty hard to get the things to rattle. So she's like, I want it to be like really loud in here. I want to hear it really rattle. So you have to like shake it really hard like this, and you have to shake it really hard like front and back. And then we did these
nice
back
arm workout.
Yeah, and you had to do it for each arm.
Like
and
the shake weight.
Yeah, basically, but like heavy. And then for all the movements, you have to keep your wrist straight, which I realized makes it much more difficult.
More like you feel more of the tension. Yeah, because you're not just flopping, flailing.
Exactly,
your arms
you have to be like straight. Even with the resistance band, like if you're on the floor doing this and you're pulling the bar up, your wrist cannot bend like this. You have to have it straight.
Yeah, it's also probably to help you so you don't sprain your...
Yeah, that too. So. That too. So, okay, and then we use the stick to do these back motions where we'll go up, then down, then up, then forward.
Yeah.
And then we did this one where we had to like tense our back and then do that.
It sounds a bit like CrossFit-y.
Yeah, it was.
Learning how to like do bar movements. They start you out with a little like stick to like just get the motions down.
Yeah, she even said like this move we're doing is kind of like a yoga burpee.
Oh,
so I think she's trying to put some CrossFit-like elements into yoga. So we did that. Then I think we also did that while doing something else. Was it jumping? I don't know. We did something else. I don't know. We were doing a lot. And then we did this thing where we put the bar down and we just like jump.
That sounds
You had
fun.
to like run, jump. So yeah, and then we did the crunches, but you know the yoga crunches where you're like this. You have to hold yourself up.
Yeah.
You're not doing like crunches but you're holding yourself up, but it's
like a V. I think it's called like a V sit up or something like that. Where you're like where your back is raised off the ground, but so is like your lower half sort of. So you're in like a
only
V.
like your butt's on the ground.
So you're in a V.
So you have to hold that while holding the bar up and doing this, then this, then this. Then
I did that in my exercise video.
Oh, really?
Like some V's. She called it V crunches or something. Yeah. But it's not a bar. You just go from side to side like
that
this.
Shit hurts.
But you can use a weight if you want to add more like tension. Helps you get the nice side definition. Yeah. It does hurt. It does hurt. It's painful. It's like hard to like keep that pose.
Yeah. Oh my god. But yeah, that's like a really good class. If you want like a full body workout.
You get some nice looking body after that class. Sure. You keep doing it sounds like.
For sure. And it seemed like a really popular class. When you go in, you get a free locker. And it can lock if you wanted to for free. They have free water. They had all these inspirational phrases. They had individual bathrooms and individual showers.
That's nice.
It was really nice. But look at my blog post for more info about that and other gyms. But yeah, I think I'm liking ClassPass.
That's good.
Definitely the longest I've continually been going to the gym. So hopefully it will pay off. I just gotta work on my eating. That's my project for March. I'm gonna like try to like eat better.
Oh, yeah. Same. I need to like stop wanting candy and stuff. Like I'll randomly I don't buy a lot of sweets, but like I feel like I eat too many sweets, like I'll more likely gravitate toward a sweet thing. Like I bought some like Reese's Pieces and I ate all of them and I felt really guilty about it afterwards.
Yeah, but it's like you just have that want, you know?
It's like I don't do it all the time, but sometimes I'm starting to feel like I do it too much, so I should like kind of break a habit, even though I don't think it's that bad, but I just want to do preventative things before it becomes
like a bad thing.
Yeah. But yeah.
I know. But I'm gonna start small, starting this. Like in my mind, I'm like I shouldn't start this week because I'm gonna go to NOLA and eat like mad shit. But
that's true. That's a vacation.
Yeah.
You don't really follow the rules of health and exercise.
Like definitely not when I'm on vacation. But I mean this week before vacation. I cut out sugar slowly and
you
salt
could unless
slowly.
you're gonna immerse yourself all the way in it, in it on vacation. Basically.
No, not when I'm on vacation. When I come off.
Oh, okay.
Not during NOLA. I'm just gonna be stuffing my face.
Yeah.
Like, oh my god, this girl at work was telling us about her friend who did something in Italy where she spent like a month or two in Italy and she did a juice cleanse for the whole time. Why on earth would you choose to do a juice cleanse when you're in Italy?
That's a really dumb decision. First of all, there's so much gelato and pizza around.
I know.
But I don't know. That's not a smart decision.
No, that's like a waste of your plane ticket. When you go to Italy, you want to be eating mad.
You should have already been trim when you got there.
You do that before Italy, you don't do that during.
Yeah. Anywho's. Aside from ClassPass, did you do anything else?
I'm trying to think what I did before ClassPass.
Well, I know that we did go to Montana's Trail House.
Yes.
I know we've talked about it in a podcast before, but this time we went again for like brunch lunch, and we took some nicer pictures that are on our Instagram, so go look at those and like them, because they're all HD. And, whatchamacallit, and We also, actually, yeah, we also had, like, different meals this time and tried different drinks, though we weren't huge fan of the drinks.
Yeah, the cocktails were way too sweet for all of us.
It wasn't even, it was like a mixture of sweet and, I don't like whiskey that much, or I think my drink had whiskey or bourbon or something in it, and I just wasn't a huge fan of how it was mixed.
Yeah, it was not too good.
I mean, some people would like it, but I just didn't.
But I feel like the first time we went to Montana and I had that summer drink they had, that was so good. It was so light.
I didn't have a drink, though.
Oh,
It seemed like it was nice. I forgot what it was
really
called. Secret Garden or something
yeah,
like
Secret
that.
Garden. It had like ginger beer and rosé in it. And it was just like delish.
Yeah.
But these other drinks were not. But the food was amaze. I had the breakfast sandwich that I like inhaled in like 5 minutes. And then we both had the banana bread, which was really good.
And I had the chicken biscuit. I had the breakfast sandwich last time, so I wanted to try something new. And chicken biscuit was really good. I liked it a lot. And then I actually also realized I did buy something. I thought I spoke about it, but I didn't. I bought the camera.
I think you did.
Did I speak? I don't think I did. Or maybe I did.
When was that?
I bought it.
Oh, maybe
I don't think I
didn't.
did because I went somewhere with my friend that day that we were all supposed to go somewhere else. We didn't go. That Sephora thing.
Oh.
And I don't think we talked about it.
No.
But yeah, so I bought a Canon camera to take better pictures and better vlogs. So I think I said I was going to get one. If this is a repeat and I'm just totally blanking on saying it last episode, sorry. But yeah, I bought a Canon camera. It's red, and that's it.
It takes amazing pictures.
Yeah, nice ones. And yeah, it'll enhance the quality of our blog and Instagram. Then I also went to this place called it's like this British tea spot that's in it's near 8th Avenue, and it's like I don't know if you would classify that as the West Village area, but it's like this really cute tea spot it's like very cramped. Like max occupants it's like 27 to 30 people max can be inside the place, but they serve like tea and little biscuits and finger sandwiches. Yeah, basically like anything British that you would think that you would want for breakfast, they serve it. And the place is called Tea and Sympathy, and it's on 108 Greenwich Avenue, and it's really cute. Decently priced, but I mean, if you're not a huge British food fan, you might not want to go there, but they have a huge selection of teas, which is nice. I had a rose petal tea, and that was really good. And then it comes with it's like official little tea kits. They give you your own little kettle with a little thing of milk, and then like a little strainer, so you can choose to have like the tea grainy parts in your tea, or you can strain it out of your tea. And then I had the biscuits with like a strawberry preserved jam, which was really, really, really good. So that was all really good. I recommend going there. Just make sure you get there early, or you're there with like a sort of small party, or call in advance because it is tight and they won't let you in unless your full party is there to be seated.
Good to know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you go anywhere else, Kristen, or do anything else?
I saw Selma yesterday, and it was really good. It was it was really, really well done. The cinematography was really beautiful. I thought it gave a really holistic, I'll use that word, holistic depiction of MLK, like his positives but also his faults, and like how he at times was at odds with some of the other civil rights organizing groups. And I thought all the surrounding characters around him were also really dynamic. Everyone in the movie was like really good. Like their acting was on point. There wasn't like any...
Was Common in that?
He is in that. Okay, I liked him acting in it. The end credits was a Common song. I wasn't feeling the song.
Okay.
The song was a little too literal. But I understand it's the MLK movie song, right?
Okay.
He did a good acting job. He's a very good actor. And everyone in the movie was really, really good, including my girl Oprah. Oh my god. Why doesn't Oprah act more?
I don't know, because she doesn't need to.
I know, but like all that talent, she is really talented. I think that because she does all that other stuff, like people forget, like
But she was an actress first.
yeah, she's good.
Yeah,
she's real good, and I feel like when I watch her, you could almost forget that it's Oprah,
Really?
which is weird because she's
such a big
but I'm like. I really believe that she's such and such playing that character. She's really good.
Okay.
I want to see Oprah in more movies.
She doesn't have to do it though. It's like out of her own pleasure, out of her heart, that she would join a cast. She was in The Butler.
Oh yeah, maybe I should watch it because I feel like I want to watch more of Oprah acting.
So yeah, maybe you should.
Yeah, maybe I should go watch that. Yeah, I want her to do some more things. She's really good. But yeah, everyone was good.
Yeah, that's good.
So
good to know. I still haven't seen that. It's on my list of things to see, but I know I should.
Mm-hmm. I know a way that you can see it. Or who you can see it with.
I have an idea of myself. I just haven't done it. I was thinking if I should go to theaters and have a huge experience, or if I should wait for it to come out.
There are moments where being in the theater is helpful because there are some really like shocking, like visceral moments. Mm-hmm. There's this one scene where like the whole theater like jumped.
Oh.
But yeah, and it's always good to support Black movies.
Yeah.
Show the earning potential of Black cinema.
Yeah. We'll see. It is Black History Month.
It is Black History Month. I didn't even see. I intentionally waited
for Black History Month to go and see it.
This is intentional.
Okay.
But yeah, that's what happened. So definitely go check out Selma.
Yeah. I will try.
Did you watch any other movies lately?
I actually last night just watched Birdman.
What's Birdman again?
It's the thing with Michael Keaton, Emma Stone, Edward Norton, and I think Naomi Watts is also in it.
Oh really?
It's I think it's nominated for something at the Oscars. Yeah, at the Oscars. But basically the premise is about this guy, Michael Keaton, who's like this like retired, or he used to be like a big box office superhero guy, and he decided to leave that behind and do more serious acting because he felt like he was more serious at his craft. And he's like putting on this like stage play in Times Square in this theater, and basically the movie is shot in one continuous long shot, like one continuous take sort of.
Really?
So it's like starts out with like Michael Keaton, and then like it's literally like it pans around the room and it pans across different areas, and it like the whole movie unfolds in like what it looks like one continuous take of just like different actors coming into a scene, another actor coming out, and the camera just following them around. But I know I was trying to research it and see like how exactly it was shot, because I know it wasn't one continuous take, just because that would be like a really crazy thing. I feel like that would be talked about a lot more if it was just one whole continuous take.
Because then they'd have to film it in one day.
Yeah, they would have to film it in one day, and just there's so many complexities that go on just filming like lines, remembering your lines, and like I have a feeling a lot of people improv at certain points in the film just because of the styling of it, because it was shot like in one continuous take. But it was still cool like to see it done that way and how it was sort of pulled off. Like I did some like time lapses, like focusing on like one thing, and then it's like the next day, and then the camera pans, and also the storyline's kind of weird and bizarre at the same time too, because the main character, not to give any spoilers, but he seems kind of like crazy or insane. Like he thinks he's actually a superhero. I don't know. It was like a weird movie. But it definitely is. It's definitely good. It's definitely worth watching. It's something interesting if you like film and you like examining different sides of film and seeing different things. Like I would put that on your list to watch, as well as Boyhood, because Boyhood, even though the story is not complex, it's like an interesting style of shooting. Like, the guy just kept the same actors and let them grow. Like, within, I don't know, what was it, 10 years or so?
Yeah.
Like, he spent 10 years filming this one film just so everyone who started in it could, like, finish with it. And
I heard, like, the concept is literally all there is to the movie, though.
yeah, that's
like,
it's not really...
It's not...
That's why I said the plot isn't anything original. It's, like, literally a boy and his sister living with their mom and, like, them growing up. That is the plot. Them growing up and, like, how the family dynamics play.
Mm-hmm.
And, I mean, even though it's not complex, I mean, they kind of tell the story well enough. There are some cliches in terms of, like, growing up in a family when the father is, like... And the parents aren't together, and the mom finds a new dad who isn't that great. He seems great, but he isn't.
Okay.
But, I mean, it's still an interesting enough story, and just, like, the whole... But it's mainly the concept. Like, if you're, like, into film and film theory and, like, how people put together things and come up with things, it's mainly the concept behind it that makes it interesting.
Right.
Like, the continuous shot, or the like, aging actors. But, again, Birdman is slightly different in the sense that it does have a bit of an interesting story to it, and the actors have a lot of range as well. Not that they didn't have a lot of range in Boyhood, but yeah, they're kind of like there's more to it. Slightly more to it, and there's just, like, you know, it's just one of those films, I feel like, for film nerdy people to, like, to enjoy and talk about. It's definitely something I would see being talked about in a film class in college.
Boyhood?
Yeah, I could see, like, drawing comparisons between Boyhood and Birdman and doing an essay on it. That's what I immediately think of.
You're having,
flashbacks. That was fun to me, though. Like, we would have 3-hour screenings.
Fun, actually.
We have, like, 3-hour screenings, like, twice a week, and we would have to watch, like, 2 films back to back. It'd kind of be fun, and it'd kind of be annoying at the same time.
Because it's, like, so late.
Yeah, it's, like, late, and then, like, you already had class, and then you gotta go to a screening. And sometimes I honestly would fall asleep. But I would try my best to stay awake, but, you know.
The professor wasn't like, wake up.
No, because we went to a screening room, and it was dark, and sometimes it was warm in there. I just passed out.
Okay.
But yeah, so that. And I rewatched Back to the Future. 1 and 2.
No, I didn't watch that. I haven't watched, like, any movies lately. Like, for me, everything's
except
all
Selma.
about TV. Well, yeah, except Selma, but everything else is all about TV for me.
Yeah. Speaking of TV, Scandal? Oh my god, I just caught up with it.
Everybody's saying that, but I'm like, do I want to go back to
it? Is literally ridiculous.
Oh my god. Because people are making it seem like it's amazing, like Scandal's back. They're back in action.
Not really. It's just like the plot is like the first, because I'm caught up with it, and I just was like continuing with it. I was just like, what is going on? It's literally like crazy, and it can be seen as interesting, but oh my god, like the plot, it's like, what? Like, really?
I heard she's trapped somewhere or something of that nature.
Yeah, like, mid-season finale, she was kidnapped out of her apartment with Jake. Okay. Jake didn't see it happen, but he heard it happen. Okay. And he tries to find her. Then you find out she's like this... People realize she's the weapon to controlling the president. So they're, like, holding her hostage to make him basically be the president of the U.S. Like, so the vice president, it was his plan. He gets her kidnapped and held by, like, these, like, expert people. They're like, there's no way out. Like, you're either going to die or you're just going to be held captured here for 3 years until his term is over so we can control every move he makes in the White House. Because we know you die and keep him from doing anything we say.
Okie dokie.
So it's kind of ridiculous. It's like, what?
Oh my god, why are people making this seem like it's mad hot?
Because, like, when it first came back, we were like, what is going on? Like, nothing is explained. You see her trapped, and you see her trying to escape, and then she escapes, but realizes she didn't really escape. She's still, she's still stuck. And I'm like, huh? I don't understand.
Oh god. No, so I don't think I want to be going back to Scandal.
Now she's like a giant, like, this guy's gonna sell her in the black market to the highest world leader to see who wants to control the president. But that's just her plan. She implanted it in his brain so she could get found and saved.
What the fuck? And he cares that much?
Yeah, he was like, I can't go to war over Olivia. And then his wife's like, you can't let this be for nothing. You're telling me she was just a good play? And then he was like, fine, I'll go to war.
No!
Going to war with West Somalia or something. Or West Angola.
That's who...
Something. One of those countries.
What the fuck?
Yeah. They want him to go to war. So in order to do it, they kidnapped Olivia.
Oh my.
Like, we know if we kill her, he will get so mad he won't do anything. So we'll just threaten to kill her and he'll do everything we say.
Jeez.
It's ridiculous.
Alright.
Yeah, that's a funny show.
Mm-hmm.
How to Get Away with Murder is also quite interesting.
I'm one episode behind, but the first ep that I saw was really good.
I think I'm caught up. I just caught up.
Yeah.
It's still interesting, but I don't think it's that great.
I think it's good. It's like dramaful, or dramatic rather. Drama. And I still like it. You just have to look at it like it's gonna be high impact drama. Kind of like Scandal, but it hasn't annoyed me yet, so I can still watch it.
Yeah.
You know?
I think it's funny that now it's TGIT as opposed to TGIF.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah. They hashtag TGIT. I'm like, when did Thursday become the new Friday? Like, people look forward to Thursday nights for Scandals and How to Get Away with Murder. I was about to say How I Met Your Mother.
It's still on your brain.
And Grey's, I guess. Because it's also on that block
of... Grey's is still on?
Yeah.
Jeez.
It's like that whole... She has 3 hours Thursday night from 8 to 10.
Doesn't she have a new show coming out as well?
I think she does. But I'm not sure what it's called or who's going to be in it. Yeah. But yeah, I've been watching that. Also, Switched at Birth. They're tackling campus rape. In college, and it's really interesting.
So edgy.
It's interesting though. It's like good. It's like an interesting way. Not that interesting. But it's interesting enough for ABC Family. Mm-hmm. They're like, it wasn't rape. Did it happen? You know, she doesn't remember anything. Yeah. Lots of soapy shows are on tackling some serious issues.
Yes.
War and rape.
Have you been watching Shameless?
Of course.
Shameless is gone cray-cray.
But they're always cray-cray.
Yeah, I guess. Fiona is annoying the shit out of me.
She doesn't make any sense.
None at all. Like, she needs something.
She needs some therapy.
She needs, for sure.
I'm like, why hasn't anyone given her any counseling yet?
Especially after she was in jail.
Yeah, because she's obviously got issues. I mean, she goes to that group,
but she doesn't even care.
A one-on-one therapy.
Yeah.
They need to send her to like some
exactly
one-on-one time, like for her to like.
They always keep using these men to like save her, and she doesn't need a man. Because she always makes bad decisions with men.
But she thinks she needs a man to save her.
That's her problem.
That's her problem. That's the impression she gives to me. Oh, like getting married and all that stuff.
You know, yeah, she needs something.
Yeah, she needs to get her act together. Mm-hmm. Stop. She doesn't have to like. I know it's hard for her being the mom of the family. Blah blah blah. Mm-hmm. But you know. Certain point, if you want your life to be better, you can't just keep making these crazy decisions. You can't just be, woe is me, and like, why me? You gotta try and figure out a way to get out of it.
Like, woe is me. It's just like she's just out of control. Like, I don't even think she realizes how out of control she is.
I feel like she does at some point. She's like, oh, I'm an idiot. Maybe that's all she realizes. Oh, I'm an idiot.
Yeah, but it's always like after the fact.
Yeah.
After she's already made her horrible decision.
She's like, oh, should we do this? Like this.
Like, no, you should not.
Like, oh, we should really get married. Let's look all this up. Even if that guy gave her that stern talking to about how she was like not good for him because she's so reckless, and she kind of realized that he's kind of right. Mm-hmm. She was like, oh, Maybe that was her way of like, oh no, I'm not reckless. I can do the right thing. I'm gonna get married and live this happy life and do everything correct.
No.
Maybe it's her warped sense of doing it right. I
don't know. I can't figure it out.
And then Lip is funny. He and his he went to Miami, lives in a mansion. Now he's bonding with the dad over engineering. He might get a paid internship.
I know. So things might work out for Lip, actually. Like, I really don't want anyone to sabotage him.
I feel like someone's going to try to.
His girlfriend frightens me. She's frightening. Like,
she doesn't frighten me as much as Mandy. Mandy...
with the baby?
No, not the baby. Mandy,
Karen.
That's Karen.
Karen was scary. Mandy's not frightening. Mandy,
she's frightening in the sense that she loves him, and she is sad, but in the sense that I feel like she might not be done, and she might pop up at any moment just to ruin Lip's.
No, Mandy wouldn't. Karen would do that. Mandy would more be like, I don't deserve you. I'm gonna go to this other state with my shitty boyfriend to show how much I don't deserve you. That's more Mandy. Karen would do some psycho shit, like try to murder his new girlfriend.
I don't think Mandy would try and murder anyone, but I feel like she might pop up. No. Oh, she wouldn't come up, oh, I'm pregnant, or oh, like, I have an STD. Like,
Mandy wouldn't do that. Mandy's she has too much self-hatred in her heart to make a plot to ruin.
But not to plot, but like accident, like something accidental, like pop up.
Lip should use protection.
He should have never done it. That's what he should have done. He has a girlfriend. And she is slightly controlling, but not in a good... I mean, not in a terrible way. Like, she's trying to better him.
Frightening.
She sees him as a project.
Yeah.
And I think she's kind of happy with him, though. She just doesn't want to...
I think she is, but then I feel like she would sabotage their relationship by doing something bad. Like, if it got too good...
Really?
She'd be like, yeah.
You think she would sabotage it?
There's something cray-cray about her.
She is. She does have a very cray-cray element about her, but that's the type that Lip is sort of attracted to. People that are slightly off. And I feel like she's not that off in a bad way. Like, she's like the best off person that he's met.
Though.
She's the best off person that he's met.
We'll see. We'll see how that results in and of itself.
Well, I guess, we'll see how it takes place this season.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I haven't been watching anything else lately. Just my mainstays. Walking Dead premieres tonight.
Oh, yeah.
So that should be...
That'll be
interesting. I talked about it in French class today. Oh, I went to French class today, guys. It was a blast. I'll talk more about that in the upcoming weeks. Probably going to do a post about it once this cycle ends at the end of March. Mm-hmm. So stay tuned. But yeah, I mentioned we were doing how to ask questions, and one question was like, what are you doing this weekend? And I was like, oh, I'm going to...
weekend?
Oh. Showing off in here.
I was asking you so you can respond.
Showing up. Listen, I'm not ready. But I was like, oh, I'm going to watch The Walking Dead, but in French. And they were all like, oh, it premieres tonight? Like, they all forgot.
It's easy to forget, though.
Yeah.
They haven't been talking about it that much.
Yeah, so everyone got excited. And it was cool. But yeah, it's just me and the professor and 2 others. So it's a really small, intimate class.
Yeah, you'll learn a lot more that way.
Yeah, I think so. So it's cool. And I really like the studio. They give free coffee.
Like a French class?
Yeah, they were like, oh, who
Cafe
wants...
au
Yeah,
lait?
before the boat, because there was a French one class in the front, and then we were in the small room because there's so little of us. So one of the French teachers, who's like French, like actually French, she's like, oh, who wants some coffee and tea before class starts? And I was like, I want a coffee. So I'm thinking, they're going to be like, oh, you want milk, sugar? She just, brought me a little thing that she made. And I think there was a little milk in it, a little sugar, but it tasted really good. And it was in this little, cup. It's cute. So more on that later. Oh. But yeah, excited for Walking Dead.
Oh.
Excited for House of Cards, which is premiering, I think, not next weekend, but the weekend after. So I'm really excited for that. And yeah.
Have you given up on the Mindy project?
No, I think I'm just going to wait till the season ends, because I'm behind on a lot of my shows. because I'm doing all this like gym stuff and cooking.
Like living life.
Yeah, living life.
Watching TV.
Yeah, so some shows I just have to wait till they end and then just like bang them out.
I did a little whoa.
Yeah.
This past week.
I know. Oh, they did?
Yeah.
Oh, interesting. What happened? I want to know.
You want to know? Spoiler alert.
Tell me off the record.
Spoiler
Tell me off the record.
I'll tell you off the record.
Alright.
But yeah, so we're gonna start prepping to watch the Grammys in a bit, especially the carpet, and draft up a cool little post for you guys on our thoughts on the fashion. So until next podcast, we'll see you then, and make sure you look at our new post that's gonna go up tomorrow morning because this podcast will go up today.
Bye.
Bye.